Good morning, my friends. How's everybody this morning? I'm out here with my favorite. This is my GEOBIN, and I've been filling it up and filling it up, and it's probably about halfway full now, and that's actually after it's sunken. But I wanted to show you. Let me get this closer. Can you see that the temperature is at right about 110, and that little wand is only about 8 inches, so it's not really even down in the center. But and it's kind of had, I guess, days to cool off. But anyway, when I come out here and I turn this over, I feel like I'm getting a steam bath. So I'm going to take it back to 1 and just let's see if I can even get it done. Whoops, there's the lid to it, the little sleeve. And let me see if I can get that even closer. Would it steam up even more? No, it looks like it's probably about where it's going to stay. Rick came out and turned it for me a couple days ago, and he said the same thing, that it felt like it was steaming up on him. No, that's probably where it is. So we're going to just take this out, and this is a really neat bin. They have a smaller one for anybody who would need smaller. I think that's probably going to be us. I might get a smaller one in for more everyday use once this is full, and then just let this sit. I'm only putting in grass clippings and shredded paper, so it's very similar to the one that I've had for I brought home somebody's oh goodness, I should have started that off a little more shallow. This tumbleweed aerator, it's not tumbleweed, but it's something similar. And Yardley, I think is the one name. And it's really nice for ladies. And I don't mean to make it sound like we're all, we're sitting on a couch with our knees together and our elbows at our side, but for guys have stronger arms and can probably lift a bit more than most women I know. And I'm sorry if you are a strong woman and you're able to. I used to be able to. Whenever I had a flower shop, I could lift 600 ice-packed roses in a box that was probably 35-40 pounds, and never think a thing about it. And we also had a farm at one time, and I was pulling 300 pounds of persimmon fruit it was in a rolling barrel, but still it was a slight upgrade. And I remember thinking, boy, I sure hope I'm always able to do this. Well, not always. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, what I do is I turn this and just take it from one section to another. And this has only been, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. And I think this is starting to already break down and look pretty good. I mean, it's still grass clippings, but it's starting to look a little sandy. And then what I've decided that I'm going to do is my Drake Elm leaves that I gave the worm bins last year. I think I'm going to add those into the mix. And as I then go and work that in, and it kind of works it down, it'll add that to the mix. So I think that's a pretty sweet little idea. So hang on a sec. I just found this was a Moringa branch, and it was really solid whenever I took it out. But look at that. This has been about a few weeks, and it's just starting to peel and come apart. So anyway, I've done the other side, and I'm going to add more leaves in, and I'm actually going to put the leaves all over and just go ahead and work those in. I don't know how high I'm going to actually end up making this, but it really, I mean, it smells wonderful. So, you know, when I first started it, I got way too much in the grass clippings. And if you followed me then, you know that I was coming out here and turning it. I was turning it every day because it was smelling anaerobic. And I thought, oh gee. And it's funny because we just, if it's your first time making compost like this, I think anytime you smell anything, you think, oh no, this is it. It's rotting. I've done the wrong thing. I need to throw everything into the weekly trash, yard trash, and maybe start again. That's not true. Give yourself a break. And so I just kept adding more shredded cardboard to it, and I think it righted itself. It did really a great job. And so, wait, I wanted to show you, for anybody who hasn't been following me, and this is your first time, let me take this out of the sleeve here, out of my tripod. But I wanted to show you what it actually looks like. Let me come to the other side, see if I can get a better angle on it. This is what it stands right here at my hip. It's right to my my actual hip bone, pelvic bone, I'm sorry. And so it's right about 40 inches. Does that give you a better view of it? There I am. Okay. And you can see all the holes in it. And let me just get that out of the way so I don't trip over it. But you can see all the holes in it, and it wraps around. It's nothing more than just a material, like a, not really material, but like a rubberized fabric. And all the holes, it breathes. And by the way, I was up to about 112, 114, and I reached in there and I thought, no, it's nowhere as hot as it's been, because when I've come out there and put that aerator in, I've actually seen steam coming up, and on a day when it's 85 degrees and you see steam coming out, you know it's hotter than that. This morning it's only 70 degrees, so it's probably cooled itself down a little bit. But this is a real sweet deal. I think for this was under $40, and that was right around $40. And so for me, for my purpose, and I'm right to here. So I'm right about midway, right in between you have these little tie things that turn and keep it intact. So I'm about half full in a month, and now is our time that the grass will be less, but the leaves will be more. So, you know, it works for me. And if you have any questions on this, I think it's a pretty sweet deal. You could really make a lot of nice, really rich compost for your garden. So garden what you've got, and if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Please ask. I'm here. Anyway, take care, everybody, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.